All right. Well, in this video, we were going to finish up the handling the equal syntax, and hopefully it will be quick. I'm assuming it will be quick. So without further ado, let's get started. Right, so the test we're looking at is this one. We already have it in there, and if I run it, it will fail, of course, because haven't implemented it yet. So the thing is, we will receive this, right? Because, well, when you process it, it's defaulted, just part of the string. So what happened is we have to start looking at this part, right? So this is essentially the starting of a new option, and well, for now it's okay to just still keep it over there. And so what we are going to do is to see if there is a equal sign in there, and if there is, then we just split it, right? So that's what we're going to do. We can do a regular expression to do that, or maybe we can just keep it simple, an index of equal sign is greater than 0. It won't be equal to 0 because the first one is a dash, right? Then if that is the case, then we get a result dot, well, let's put it to index equals v dot index of equal, and if index is greater than 0, then the key would be v dot slice and 0 to equal index, and I never know about the +1 or -1, and then the result dot values equals to v dot slice equal index +1, let's say that, and then else we just do the same thing. All right, so removing that again, let's see what we get. Oh, it passed. Okay, so that's that. So that will work. And then the question is, well, let's take care of the weird case first. So you say what happens if I'm doing it like this? What does it mean? Right. So in that case, it's something that we won't recognize, and if we really treat it like a value, then what are we going to do? Let's say, are we going to do it like that? That doesn't make much sense, because when processing an option, well, we need to specify the name of the option, right? There's no option that called empty string. Although, well, technically, when you setting the options in the CLI builder, you can put in an empty string in the option array, but that's not something that make much sense. And if we can, at that level, we want to eliminate that. So if that is the case, then I would say keep it like this, right? Although it is something that we really doesn't recognize, but at least we capture it, right? At least we capture it, and then when we capture this, maybe we can also treat it as a Boolean value. Say this is a true, right? Or we can say it is something invalid, or then we will put something this over here, right? So it depends on how, what do we think, what do we guess is the right approach, because we can also throw, well, quote unquote, throw an error, but at this level I don't feel like throwing an error is good, because we just try to process it, right? And at the same time, if we can handle it without an error, is generally better, but that would be a much better, much bigger discussion about error handling in general. So to just give you a overview or a high-level description of what I'm talking about, is there are two schools of handling errors, right? One is the try-catch exception mechanism, right? You throw an error and then you capture it at a higher level, and that's the built-in mechanism provided by certain language, including JavaScript, right? And another way is to just handle it as anything else, and that is the C way, or in Golang and in functional programming. That's how you will handle it. And there were debate between that, and I'm not going to, well, let me tell you back, I'm not going to get too deep into it. That's for another video. And the bottom line is, well, at this stage is a little bit of preference, and my preference would be not doing the exceptional handling. Right. So what does this really mean, or what can it mean? Right. If it is not a valid option, right? This, because even if I put it in here, treat it as option, at the higher level, I would need to filter it out and print out some error anyway. So it limits the ability to specifying this, right, for whatever use case there is. So therefore, I would say I would prefer to keep it like that. Right. Treat it as something, well, it is not recognized, so let me treat it as an argument. So then if any use case, any actual CLI application that allows you to pass that in as an argument, we're still able to get that, right? As long as you don't specify, well, you can't specify an option to accept this. Well, in a way you can. So let me do some pseudocode over here, meaning, at the end when you create a CLI, well, really this is using the old syntax, V6 syntax, but the idea is the same. So you can do, say, a Boolean, and then the name would be like this, right? And then say description equal to blah, right? Is or actually ABC and alias equals to that, then you will able to capture that, right? You will able to capture that. So it is really a choice I need to make. It is a choice I need to make. What should I do? What should I do? I want to say, well, I want to keep it simple, keep it like that, but it is valid that the user can do weird things like this, and you know, both TypeScript, JavaScript, all of them will support that. Although it's really weird, right? What does it mean by doing, say, like this, right? It's really such an edge case that doesn't make much sense. I can't see any reason for doing this. Although on the other hand, you know, passing something in like this might make some actual sense, right? So therefore, you know, this decision might bite me later on, but it's a very slim chance it will bite me, because you know, common sense say, you know, that no one will use the CLI that way. Right. So because of that, I will keep it like this. That's what I expect. So then I will need to change this a little bit and saying and then treat that as a value. So meaning, instead of doing this, then I would say is option is option. Just saying is option B, and over here have a function option and value string. Return V. Let me keep that and make sure that it passes for all other cases. Yep, pass for all other cases as expected. And this is doing something weird, which I don't mind because I know the logic is wrong. So what should I do? I would probably just sing at least has some alpha, well, alphanumeric. Yeah, let's do alphanumeric. Alright, so that will pass. Right, so that could get through this, and that take care of this case. So the case is a single without numeric value is treated as argument. Okay, and then the dash A, then I am expecting dash A. Right. This, yeah, I think this is fine. I think this is fine. And what else I need to test? Since I'm doing, the code, I know it should work for multiple, but just let me add a test. Multiple options with syntax. Oh yeah, and then how about this? And then B. I would expect that is the case with mixed syntax. If that multiple option with mixed syntax equals syntax and dash ABC equals to that. So both of them should return the same thing. There you go. Is there any other case? Well, with mixed syntax, with values, with mixed syntax, just case, well, I know it will work. Just for the sake of it, adding the test in, doesn't really hurt. Again, probably it failed because of the typo I just did. All right, so that passed. Right, so if there's any, I think that's it. There's not much else I need to do. That should pass it. So the last one. So that wraps up this syntax. The last one is the double dash, right? So the double dash would be something that I want to, well, I need to handle, and I actually want to see how other language or how other libraries handles it. So and that once I'm done with that, I think I will be I'm done with this function. So well, just look forward to the next video, and that's it for this one, and let's wrap up. So what we have learned here, well, thinking about the edge case, right, and to find the proper trade-off, what would make sense. And then over here, in terms of the implementation, is very straightforward, just a test, a simple test, and it will be sufficient. Again, we'll be doing some refactoring later on, after the next one. Then we will be good. So, well, that's it for this video, and thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed it and hope you learned something. We will see you in the next one. Right, bye bye.